Hi, I'm Summer. Welcome to practice today. We're going to open up the hips and the thighs. You might want to have a yoga belt or strap, something similar at home if your thighs are tight. Otherwise, you won't need any props. Let's begin. Join me on the belly. We'll come to lie all the way flat. You can stack your forearms, rest your forehead down on your arms. Stretch your legs nice and long and gently shift your hips side to side and take a couple slow, deep breaths in and out through your nose. Let this rocking action soothe and center you. And then find your way to a place of stillness. Bend the knees now so the feet and shins are in the sky and gently sway side to side here. Finding a non-rushed rhythm, leaning right and left, back and forth. Pause with your feet in the sky again and do some circles, swirling around so your legs are moving together like synchronized swimming, around, stirring up, and reverse, go the other direction. These are somatic exercises that aren't just about having big stretch or sensation, but really giving some feedback to our nervous system to have a kind of radiance and calmness. Now stretch your legs straight out to the ground. Keep your head resting on your left arm. Bend the right leg and right hand grabs the right foot. Thigh stretch. Press the heel more to the outer hip. And if your knee went wide, gently pick it up and bring your thigh a little closer to the middle of the mat. And just feel what's here. If it's hard to hold the foot with the hand, you can use your strap. Try to firm your glutes and press the pelvis down into the mat and stretch your right leg even longer to the back of the mat. Release and switch. Bend the left knee. Rest your head on your right arm. If you're tighter, your pelvis will lift and you'll feel like your back has a lot of bend. So again, engage your glute muscles and press the pelvis down. Stretch from your hips to the back of the mat. Lengthen your legs. It does not matter how close or not close your heel is to your body. Just do what you can do. People always say, I'm not flexible, I can't do yoga, but that's the point. It's okay, it's good. That's why we're here. As you release the foot, prop up on both elbows now and bring your elbows under your shoulders. You can make fists and press down and pull back, creating a little traction. Breathe here. So you feel a nice gentle traction, gentle stretch across the front line of the body. Very nice. Lower your chest, press up to all fours. From here, stretch the right leg forward into a lunge form. Left knee is down. With the fingertips on the floor, or if you need to prop them on any more support, feel free. Lunge forward. And you don't have to go very far. In fact, I want you, as you move the pelvis and front knee to bend towards the front of the mat, to also back it up by creating a sense of boundary. We do that by pressing the front foot down and imagine it pulling back. Feel the back knee pressing down. Imagine it pulling forward. So it's not just about how flexible we can be, but the balance of stability with flexibility. It's going to actually give us more longevity in our joint spaces and safety so we don't overstretch. Very nice. And we'll switch sides, going back through table and left leg forward. And you might need to pick up the ankle so your knee goes directly on top of the ankle to begin. And then in the next phase, as you start to lunge more deeply, try to track your front knee over the center of the foot. As you track the knee, that's just protective for the kneecap. Breathe and feel here. Your back leg might have a lot of difference in sides, different sensations as we're here getting a stretch for many of us along the front of the back leg. Feel the left foot stamping into the mat. Imagine it dragging back. The back knee pressing into the mat. Imagine it dragging forward. Very good. Now tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, step forward. Feet separated 2 fist distance, bow in. Uttanasana. Press your thighs back, and I want you to now take your hands and crisscross at the wrists. Then take your hands to your thighs and turn the thighs in like, I'm going to rotate so you can see, like a corkscrew. And then as you fold over that, you're pressing your thigh bones back and apart. So you're using your hands to push your thighs away from the midline as you fold. And of course, breathe and enjoy. It might be a big stretch. This is aligning the muscles of your legs, helping widen the pelvic floor and release tension in the back. Now look out in front of you, place the hands on the waistline, roll the shoulders back, and slowly rise up. Feel free now to come with one hand on a wall. You're going to stand and balance on your left foot. Make sure your left toes are straight ahead as you reach for your right foot, heel to outer hip, just like we did on the belly. Try to keep your thighs parallel, gather your thighs more, and try to decrease the arch in your back by scooping the tailbone down. Left hand could stay on a wall, on the hip, or reach it forward. Plug the arm bone back, then stretch it up. And out of the depth of the body, rooting down, try to stretch higher. One more breath. Now left hand to hip, hold the inner edge of your back foot, and you could stay there and really lift your chest and pause, or start to press the foot back as you bow forward a little bit or a lot. Natarajasana. You could keep left hand on the hip or reach it out in front of you for a gaze that reaches beyond the thumb. Turn the outer right hip down, lift your chest a little more. Slowly rise up, release back to mountain pose for a moment, breathe, relax. And we'll switch sides. Stand on the right leg, bend your left leg in. Try to gather your thighs and scoop the tailbone into the body more. Maybe reach the arm forward, plug the right arm bone back, then take it high and stretch. Next possibility, right hand to hip. Hold the inner foot, thumb up, press the foot back as you bow forward. Find a spot for your eyes to focus on, a drishti. You can even reach your arm out, and if you have a wall, feel free to touch the wall or a tabletop. Turn the outer left hip down, lift your chest. Slowly release back to mountain pose. Inhale, circle the arms wide and up. Exhale, palms touch and trace the middle as you bow with the breath. On an inhale, lengthen and look forward. And as you exhale, step the right leg back to lunge. Lower the knee down and place your left hand on your thigh. You could stay there, right hand on the hip, or pick up the back foot, make a tabletop, and press down into the heel. Square your chest forward and lift your heart. Try to get above the right kneecap rather than being right on the knee, especially if you have tender knees. Next possibility, hold the inner back foot, point the toes more, and press the foot in line with the outer hip any amount. Big stretch, I know. Try to lengthen your tailbone down to the ground and forward into the body. And finally, reach your left arm forward, plug the arm bone back, and then stretch up. If you find you really arch in your back quite a bit, like banana back, bow, look down to your ribs, soften the ribs down, move into the back body more. From here, left hand reaches to hold the foot as well. Keep left hand on the foot, right hand comes to the front right corner of the mat. Turn the hand to the right and spin your body left. Shoulders roll back, top of throat back. Breathe and feel. Maybe spice it up by bringing your right elbow down to the ground as you turn open and look up. There's a twist, a back bend, a thigh stretch, a whole lot going on here. Very nice. Release, step forward, take your time, look out in front of you, crisscross your wrists, turn the thighs in, and as you bow, press the thighs back and apart. Look forward again. Step your left leg back this time. Knee down. Right hand to thigh. Lift the back foot. Make a tabletop. And press with your left palm down the shin. And bring your left hip forward more. Try to square your hips, your trunk straight ahead. Next possibility, hold the inner foot, point the toes. Press the heel to the outer hip line somewhat. Square off even more. Hips back, chest forward. Possibility, reach the right arm forward, then up. Bow your gaze. Root to rise as you get in your back body. Have fun with the balance, with the fire, the sweat. You're freeing up your breath as you open your thighs, freeing up your posture, clearing tension, clearing fear. Reach the right hand to hold the foot as well if you can. Left hand comes down to the ground now near the left corner of the mat and twist. Roll the top shoulder behind you more open and broaden your collarbones. And if you do want to spice it up, bring your elbow down. You don't have to do that. This is another one where we're creating more boundary here. The front heel pressing down, pulling back. Back knee pressing down, pulling forward as you twist. And as we release, we're stepping back into downward facing dog. Feel your thighs turning in, upper thighs pressing back and wide like you did with your hands. We've already done really powerful alignment work in the lower body. Lift the heels high and lower them. One more time. Lift high and lower. As you look forward, bring your right shin and knee forward for pigeon. You want to make sure your knee is wider than your hip. Move your left leg back a little bit more. Pick up your back leg, hover it, and turn the outer hip down. Turn your thigh in, then fold forward. As you rest your elbows on the ground, gently press the ground away. So it's as if you're resting over a beach ball. You're not collapsing at all. Feel what's here. Feel into the right hip, the right glutes, maybe your IT band along the side leg, dissolving where you don't need to grip anymore. Letting freedom move through your system here. Walk your hands in. The next one is optional. You could stay there or thigh stretch. Pick up the back foot, make your tabletop, heel, hand to heel, press down. So that's a good first step if you're newer to this. Or start to point the toes, press the heel to the outer hip, lift your heart. You can allow your pelvis to lift up, especially, as you're really getting in deep and letting everything warm up. And over time, you can anchor your tail and start to sit lower to the ground, but just know that comes in time. After the exhale, step back, downward dog. You can see we've sequentially gone from easier to harder. Not to say that any of these have to be easy for you. Left shin forward, but we're progressively building the postures. Hover the back knee. As you tone the leg, turn the upper thigh in before planting it down. You'll feel that left front hip sing. Bow to your elbows without collapse. Put your imaginary beach ball under you and stretch. And just feel as you tend to these strong, big muscles of your lower body, especially in the hips and the thighs here. That has such a profound shift on your energy, on your mood. So often we don't even realize how much gripping we have, how much tension there is. Not only does it affect your step, your posture, but also, again, your capacity to breathe more deeply. And breath affects your energy level, your mental clarity. Walk your hands in, lift your back foot, maybe start with hand pressing the heel, or go on to point the toes. And once again, the heel in line with outer hip, that's aligning the patella more rather than heel to the buttock or sitting bone. You're allowing a little bit of widening there. And you can see I start holding the foot, but eventually if you have the freedom, you can spin the fingers over the toes. That comes in time, like most of these things, right? So go up as high as you need to, especially if it's tight, lifting the pelvis like you're on an elevator going to the next floor. And then over time, you can explore, once you've warmed up a bit, can you keep good alignment and sit low to the earth again? Exhale, we're releasing and sitting, and then recline all the way back. And go ahead and stretch out for your Shavasana. Lengthen your legs, take them a little wider than hips. Take the arms next to you about 18 inches, palms up. Lift the right shoulder, tuck the shoulder blade down the back. Do the same on the left. Take a few breaths in and out with a sigh. Really letting your body be supported, be held here as you rest. Feeling the gift of releasing deep, profound muscles, deep area where many of us hold tension physically and even emotionally in the body. Let this sense of peace wash over you and stay here as long as you can. Stay several minutes as you rest. And I will leave you here today. I hope you leave your comments. We'd love to hear from you. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss one of the new classes each week. And we'll see you back next time. Namaste.